Alright guys, welcome to ZussieMakesit. In this episode we're gonna tackle the tile in this kitchen, and we're gonna be doing this space over here and this wall. As you can see, the wall, because of being so close, it's very dangerous. And not only that, it's gotten like really a bad bump here because of humidity, because of the cooking and everything, so it's really bad. So we're gonna replace this part. We're gonna put on the tile, and because we do have a space here, I'm cutting the countertop so that the countertop is gonna be flush to the cabinets, and that way we have space so that we can move this and it'll be much better. So this is our area of work. Now let's get into this. Let's go. By the way, my mom is helping today. She is my manager for the day, and we're getting everything moved out first. That's the first thing to do. And then I can cut the counter, and then we can start patching up, cutting here, patching up the wall, and getting things ready for the tile. So moving everything is the first thing to do. We just moved the stove, and it's a little dirty. Now this here, I think it's just dirty. So the area that we'll be patching up is gonna be from down here. Yeah, everything else feels kind of solid, except this part over here. I think it's just mainly the wallpaper that they have here. So we'll take it off, it's good. And then we can replace this part right now. But we'll have to do a little bit of cleanup because there it is. So right here I am taking off the trim off of that little corner because that was going to be in the way when we do the tiling. So I decided to take off just the whole thing and then come back because I didn't know how everything was going to fall and how everything was going to be with the tile. And so taking it off gave me the freedom to just work on the tile, do the trim, do everything, and then come back and just fit again the trim there. And right here, I didn't show you, but I had my oscillating tool, and that's how I cut the plywood. Because using a circular saw was going to be too aggressive for this area, and this just made it easy to take it off. Alright, so took off this panel. It was just the plywood, and I thought it was going to be thicker, but I think if we do just one, we got some plywood from the Home Depot, and it is thin, but I think this is going to be just fine for what we need. And I can replace it with one layer only, because this is the 1/4 inch. And as you can see, there was something here like a bump, and it's because the 2x4 that they cut here to be a 2x3 is, you can see right there that it's past the 2x3 that's over here. So I do need to cut this here to make it even, and that way we can just work nicely and it'll sit back perfectly. Now this side of the wall, I regret not replacing that wall and reinforcing, but you can see here that this is what I replaced on this other side, and it worked out good. I had mentioned before that we needed to cut the countertop, and this is exactly what I'm doing right here. This will give us at least 1.5 inches more of moving the stove towards the other side and that way not having it so close to the wall and preventing, you know, danger. Of course, we're going to be tiling, so it's going to be better, but it's better just to stay away from the surfaces that are too close. A great advantage of this being melamine is that I was able to cut with just my circulating saw and then do some of the pieces that were a little bit more complicated with my oscillating tool, because my circular wouldn't get into those little, you know, corners and things. And this is definitely one of those things where experience comes in handy, because you know what tools to use where and which one does what best. And that's why I switched from circular to my oscillating to cut in the different spaces. So this is the area of one of the sides that I'm gonna do the backsplash. So I kind of used this that was just laying around there. You could use a cardboard with the exact measurements, and I'm just gonna dry fit everything to make sure and see what cuts I need to do. But just kind of like laying the whole thing so that I can see how many pieces I need to cut and all that stuff. So here we go. Alright guys, so this is the part that I was telling you that I regretted not just taking off the whole piece of wall there and replacing it with new, because I had to first clean off all the grease, take off everything that was there stuck on the wall, and then on top of that there was this layer of paint that's kind of peeling off a little bit, and so I had to also take it off as you see me there, which honestly was useless. I mean, it did work out, but I should have just replaced the piece of wall right there and made my life so much easier. Okay, so this is the backing paper. It's called Simple Matte. It was from the Home Depot, and we're just taking off the backing, which is the white paper, and then I'm gonna apply it here. I had to clean off all of the surface. It was paint, but it was very
sticky,
sleek, like very, like it wouldn't, you know, glue here. So we cleaned it with my mom, everything almost to the board, to the panel, and now I'm going to, it's very sticky, so I'm going to align it over here, and then you have to press. Have to press very well so that it sticks. You could probably use a spatula and just have it stick very well. And then we're gonna peel off the front. The front is a clear one, and then that's where the tile is gonna stick to the front. So little by little. Oh, comes in two pieces, this one. There's another brand called Muscle Bound, but I didn't find it there. So this is what we have. But it looks good, and it's solid. It sticks very well. We're jumping right into this installation, as you can see right there. On the left side I have a frame which I'm using to delineate the area that we're gonna be tiling, and this is gonna be not only delineating where we're gonna be ending our tile, but also it's gonna give us a finish, a really nice finish to the job. So right there, how I started, there's like different ways of laying the tiles. I just basically on this side, I started with a full piece and then went towards the corner and just cut whatever was on the corner right there, and then just went down. But first I had to align and level the first line in order to do the job of going down in a very leveled way. But I had the spacers. We did 1/16 because she was wanting the client wanted it to be super thin grout, and that's what we did. It looked really nice in the end, you'll see. So I'm really happy about that. I do wish I had replaced that wall right there because when I was putting the tile, it was at times I was like pushing in and it moved a little bit, so I didn't like that. Oh, qué diferencia, what difference. So we have all of this side. And we're just gonna cut everything today of all of the pieces that need to be cut on this side, and then I'll come back tomorrow and just put everything, put the grout and finish it. But this is so much progress, ¿verdad? A lot of progress. Like it looks really nice. So, y ahorita hay que cortar porque es tarde. The mission for the second part of this job was literally just go cut, install the tiles, grout, and do the finishing. But that took me, even that, 5 hours more. I used a pre-mixed grout, which really came in handy because using a big, huge bag of the dry stuff and mixing it, doing everything, was not gonna be only more money for my customer, but very time consuming. And this is I've worked with this before and it's really perfect. The only thing is that the days were so hot, we are in the middle of a heat wave while I'm doing all this work, that the grout was like drying off. I couldn't even go like 2 lines down because the grout had already started to dry. So I had to start wiping off everything with a sponge, which worked out perfectly, and I caught it right on time. And I loved how the finishing started to look, and it just gave me instant gratification in the end as well. Guys, I lost my float to do this part of the grouting, and I feel so bad because I was like, I need to find it, I need to find it. I had a couple of more days to try to find the darn thing. I couldn't, and I just never got to the Home Depot to get another thing. So I have this spatula here that helped me. So if you're ever in a pinch, using a spatula, and of course just leaving it for that purpose, is going to be good. But it works, and this really worked for me right here. By the way, the color that we used for this was just like a white, and it looked really nice, and you'll see the results very soon. Here you can see the consistency of that pre-mixed grout, and you can see that it's really nice and it's just perfect, ready to go. And how I applied it with my spatula into the grooves is I went back and forth, right to left, up and down, and in diagonals so that I could get it in there. And that's basically what you do with the float as well. You have to move it all kinds of ways, on side to side, everywhere, so that you can fill the gaps. That's your main job right there when you're doing the grouting. Once I finished the grouting, I cleaned up everything with a sponge and just made sure that there was not any like lumps or anything there in the grout, and cleaned it off as much as possible. And there is still going to be a little bit of a haze, but that's going to be my client was going to be able to clean it up at like a couple of days later. And right there, what I was doing that you see me is I had taped off all of the corners, all of the seams, and I did a silicone all around there so that everything could stay nice and could have movement in case of, like there's heat, there's cold, things shrink and materials move just naturally. They shrink and they expand. So using the silicone in the corners in those places is very important so that you can have that movement and that things don't crack later on after the installation. Oh my gosh, guys, I had to improvise because I needed to paint that little piece of plywood that was replaced and was still left over there, not covered by the tile. I used the grouting sponge. What do you guys think?